How is everybody? I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. You know, I love to watch the grocery hauls, and I especially like Colleen, Miss Cavalier 101, I believe. I love her grocery hauls, and I always love it when she buys pecans because of the way she says pecans, and I can't imitate it, but it's so wonderful. And every once in a while she'll like say pecans twice, and then it's like it's too good to be true. But anyway, so I got in my car the other night and I went to the grocery store and I had to buy groceries, and I had to buy a dupe for my Génifique. And I wanted to try on some Halloween wigs and costumes, and I got a chance to do that. I'm in the aisle and I'm trying on hats and costumes, and really having a great time. And some mothers with their kids were there, and then we were putting wigs on each other, and and then there was an oversized pumpkin, and I was dancing with the pumpkin, and the pumpkin kind of got the best of me, and I took a fall with the pumpkin. It was hilarious. I had so much fun, and that is my joy, just to be goofy. And it got the best of me, and so I kind of toppled over, and it's hilarious when you see it on film, to me, because it looks like, you know, it's an earthquake happened, but no harm done. I wasn't hurt at all. I was laughing so hard, and so I really had such a fine adventure that evening, and I hope you enjoy it. And the grocery haul, I kind of turned it into a drinking game. So if you do watch that, it's in the video, and if you do watch it, it's not too long, but grab a beer or a glass of wine, and every time I say the word quiche, take a drink. See how you feel by the end of the video.
Tender and juicy, fresh, boneless chicken breast, skinless with rib meat. Doesn't that sound awful? Anyway, I only eat chicken and fish, so there's my chicken. This is food that will last me for 2 weeks. I only go grocery shopping twice a month, and I've got my mild cheddar cheese, finely shredded. I'm such a connoisseur, you know. And I've got 12 of my tasty and fluffier tortillas. I do love those. Made with brown rice. That's good for your heart. Sweet potato and roasted onion Triscuit crackers. Okay, my sharp cheddar cheese that as soon as I got home I had a bite of it. My heavy whipping cream, because I'm going to make quiche. I always make quiche because I absolutely love quiche. And here is my chopped spinach for my quiche, and my broccoli. And then of course I add cheese and onions, and I'm going to have to go back to the store to get some mushrooms and tomatoes. Okay, I got some very veggie. So I got 2 9-inch pie crusts. Hey, easy to use. All right, well, that's for me. And this is my little treat for the morning, my peppermint mocha. And this will last me 1 week, and this will last me another week. And then I have my caffeine-free Diet Coke that I do add in a little grape juice. I have 1 slice of bread a day. Here's a nice hunk of Swiss cheese. Natural, no less. I wonder what unnatural Swiss cheese is like. Anyway, have to have the Swiss cheese for my quiche. I use half, and then the other half I just nibble on at night. Then I got a nice big onion for my salads and for my burritos. What else? For my quiche. It's only 1.5 cups of onions for the quiche. And then the rest I have for my salads and burritos, so that's plenty. I got nice avocados, 4 for $5. I thought that was a really good deal. I got 1 lonely little baked potato. At night when I really want to go wild, I can have a baked potato. I've already opened my carrots. I just love chomping on carrots. It used to drive my mom crazy when I would do that as a kid. She'd say, now a real lady does not smack when she eats. And I kind of knew that. Okay, American singles. Okay, no fancy coffee either, just French vanilla from Folgers. Yeah, Nothing says loving like, no, that's something else. Okay, now here's some nice sour cream that for my little one baked potato. And I got my vegetarian refried beans. I got my traditional refried beans. I have no idea what that means, but this is traditional refried beans, and the difference is there's a lady with a big hat on the can, and that just seemed kind of appealing to me. You know, now that I look at her, she's mighty fine makeup. I like the lipstick. Okay, I like that flower too. Nice flower. Yeah, we got 2 dozen eggs. I need eggs for hard-boiled eggs for salad, and I need 8 eggs just for my quiche alone. And then I have my bag of sharp cheddar cheese and my 3-state cheddar. I get it. Wisconsin, New York, and Vermont. 2 bananas, and that kind of makes me feel pitiful.
But anyway, I wanted to talk to you just for a few minutes on why I went to the grocery store to buy the Génifique Dupe. If you remember, I told you that I really wasn't that impressed with the Génifique. I was using a bottle that was not the new formula, but I wasn't very impressed with it. It was sticky, it was hot, and I didn't really think it was doing anything for my skin. I thought at first maybe it made me glow a little bit, but then nothing. So, okay, so I went off it, and we all know that sometimes we don't know what we have until it's gone, and that's kind of how I felt about the Génifique. And suddenly my skin looked dull and a little tacky, and I didn't know what to do, so I decided, okay, maybe it is the Génifique. So I went to the grocery store, and it was on sale for $16. $16. So instead of $175, here it is. And you want to just cut to the chase. I absolutely loved it from the moment that I felt it, because I mean, it smells like the Génifique, and it's the same consistency, but it's a little bit, it's a touch different because it just went on so luxurious without being not quite as sticky and not quite as hot. In fact, this formula is not hot at all. And immediately after the second time that I used it, I noticed that my skin was more even, and I couldn't believe it because I had been doing this strobing underneath my Circa foundation to give me a glow, because I really didn't want to use highlighting powder, but I had been using highlighting powder and strobing underneath because I was just getting duller and duller. And so, okay, so then I put this on, I used it, and suddenly it was like, oh, the Génifique glow is back. And I was so happy. I mean, I know I'm 60, I know what time it is, but I was just so happy to see that glow come back. I wish if I was a rich woman, I would send out every woman who watches me a bottle of this just to see what you think. And if it does half for you what it did for me, I would be a happy woman.
Favorite seduction wig. And here's my everyday look. It's the curler's wig. It's the short bob wig. I sell real estate, not really. The red vampire. She looks like my 5th grade teacher. Sort of. Maybe not. I think I just made that up. Oh, it's the curly locks wig. Boy, just in case I ever have to go to prison, I'm all set there.
He closes up shop, checks the watch that she bought. It's been a long day, seems it's always that way. He starts up the truck.
So much for the wonderful things that you said about John coming to visit me from Tennessee. He's my youngest son's father, and he and I have been friends for 45 years. So we had so much fun, and we did a lot of cool stuff. But you know, it almost made me think that perhaps I should write a thing called the ex-husband tag. So John talked about how he met me in art class, and how he walked me home that night, and he said that when he looked at me that he knew that he would love me forever. And that just, it really touched my heart that he knew that and felt that right away. And I thought about that, and I've thought about that ever since he left. You know, how the longevity of love never seemed to pop into my head. I never seemed to internalize that. I guess I always thought of love as something that you grab and something that is taken away from you. And you know, and in life, timing is everything. And then all of a sudden, when the timing is right, you know, even though you've watched this lady's channel before, all of a sudden you just like fall into her channel and you just love it, and you binge watch, and you're just hooked, and you're leaving comments. And anyway, that happened to me this week with Kathy A. I've watched her on and off for over a year, and then all of a sudden it just, everything, it was like the perfect storm, and it just clicked. And she has just such a wonderful channel, and the joy on her face when she is explaining makeup and makeup tips to you, she's really doing it as a service, and she knows what she's talking about, but the joy on her face is so beautiful to watch, and it is kind of mesmerizing. So I have just been loving her channel, and I have been purchasing some products because of her recommendations. And Sharon Capehart, I've been kind of binge watching her too, and I'm telling you, don't you feel totally empowered when you watch her? I turn into like a different person. I mean, she is so like, okay, you know, do this, be a strong woman, look the best you can, and stop doing all these stupid, goofy things you're doing with your face. You know, like tight lining with black eyeliner. I mean, she is good. I think I almost turn into another person when I watch her. I'm like, yeah, I'm strong. Yeah, I can do my makeup. And then I start writing comments that don't even sound like me. Just because she's put me under her spell. She is, she's mesmerizing. Oh, and another channel, Donna Rhodes. I love her channel, and she's very soft-spoken, but boy, does she know her makeup. And she has turned me on to so many new products, and she gave me one of the best tips anybody has ever given me. I am 60 years old, and I have never been able to have eyeliner stay on my eyes. I don't know why. Anyway, she said, set it with eyeshadow. So I did, and it works. So I get to wear eyeliner now. So thank you, Donna, very much. The last thing I wanted to bring up is I just wanted to ask everybody a question, or just throw this out there, is when I did my last video on skincare, I was telling everybody that I stopped using lotions and creams, and that I would put argan oil on. It started drying out my skin. I could not figure it out. Has anyone had that experience, or do you know why in the world an argan oil that's 100% pure would dry out your skin, or just make your skin not feel moisturized? I'm not getting this. I have 2 bottles of this argan oil and I love it for my hair. And I did love it. I have a little bottle of argan oil in my purse along with cocoa butter. So if I do underneath my eyes or my cheeks, I get a little dry in the daytime when I'm out, I can just kind of dab it on there. But let me just say, going back to this Génifique Dupe, the way my skin feels right now, there is no way that I would have to do that because it's so moisturized. So I think I'm probably going to be talking about this for months. Anyway, thank you so much for all that you do for me, the emails that you send me and the comments that you leave me, the wisdom that you share with me, and all that love and all those hugs. And I'd be lost without you, and I think that you know that.